gotta be the surprise partner. And listen to the crowd, Mike.
Curt Hennig. Curt Hennig has arrived in NWA TNA.
Oh, listen to this crowd.
The former AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
You know, I don't know exactly what I got myself into here tonight. But you know it, and you know it. I was hired to come and do a job.
That's it, he's the mystery partner.
The mystery man.
And I'm going to do it only like I can do it. And you call yourself the truth? I don't like the truth.
You know something? We're gonna do what your mama should have done a long time ago, boy. You wanna call us derelict, team derelict? Well, you're gonna get your ass whipped so bad, you're gonna think your ass was messed up on drugs.
Syxx-Pac telling it like it is. And here they come. Whoa, whoa, look out! That's Jeff Jarrett and Brian Lawler attacking from behind. We're gonna have a match here?
I guess we got it going on.
We need a referee.
Somebody come out here.
We need a referee from the back to get this match started if we're gonna have this six-man tag.
It is just totally going out of control. This was scheduled for later. It is now on.
Oh yeah. Now they turn their attention to Brian Lawler. And a discus clothesline by Hennig sends him up and over, crashing into the broadcast table.
Right into the table. What is going on? It is not started.
Standing tall in the ring, Curt Hennig, Syxx-Pac, and BG James. They have just cleaned house at the asylum.
You know what? There's no need to postpone this.
All right.
You see, tonight, the G stands for let's get it on, and let's do it right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's not wait. Let's see the six-man tag now.
We ain't doing nothing. They're already out here. Don't waste any time, Mike. Can you believe Curt Hennig is the mystery partner?
Well, we see Jarrett and Lawler and Killings trying to slow things down, and now we've got a referee out here, and they ring the bell. Here we go.
What a way to start NWA TNA. This Wednesday night, we're going with one of the big matches right off the bat. The six-man grudge match, Mike.
You know, last week it was an all-out brawl as we see Brian Lawler's girlfriend, April, coming out once again here to the ringside area. And Brian Lawler has a chair for April and demands that she sit down right in the chair right here in front of him. We were talking about last week an all-out brawl. They went all over the TNA Asylum. BG James, Syxx-Pac, they won the battle from Brian Lawler and Jeff Jarrett, but they ended up losing the post-match war as Ron the Truth Killings and Illich Skipper joined Lawler and Jarrett in destroying BG James, Syxx-Pac. The SATs in Amazing Red were 1 week later, and now it's time for six-man tag team action. And Curt Hennig, second-generation wrestler, the son of Larry the Axe Hennig. We mentioned earlier the former AWA World Heavyweight Champion, defeating the legendary Nick Bockwinkel. Hennig went on and became a WWF Intercontinental Champion, WCW US Champion, a member of the Four Horsemen, a member of the NWO. Curt Hennig has really done it all in professional wrestling, and now Curt Hennig is aligned with NWA TNA as the special mystery partner for Syxx-Pac and BG James in this six-man tag.
You know, we have seen some unusual alignments in NWA TNA. I mean, think about Jeff Jarrett himself. Here's somebody that's been on a pursuit for the title every single week, and now he's aligning himself up with the Truth. Think about it, Mike.
You know, that is it really is a strange situation, but I don't think that Jeff Jarrett has really lost his focus on his overall #1 goal, and that's a shot at the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt, whoever it is that owns it. At this point in time, it's Ron the Truth Killings.
The match is on.
Hennig just overpowers Jarrett, springing off the ropes, catching him with a shoulder block, and then takes Lawler and Killings both off the apron, and Lawler's having some problems in the corner.
I'll tell you what, you can just see the tension. You can feel the tension. Mike, there is hatred boiling out of that ring right now.
What a surprise, what a shocker, as Curt Hennig is the mystery partner for Syxx-Pac and BG James. You know, I think back over his career, and Curt Hennig is noted for not just his in-ring physical accomplishments, of which there are many, but also the cerebral aspects. Think of this, Curt Hennig was once Ric Flair's executive consultant. He was also Triple H's manager. This guy's really done it all in professional wrestling.
That's why they call you the professor, Mike. Nobody else can come up with that on the spur of the moment like you.
Jarrett winds up in no man's land, and on the receiving end, there you go, turnabout fair play. That running snapmare takeover by Hennig, and again, down goes Lawler and Killings to the floor, and look at Lawler.
He is just...
He snapped.
He's like a rabid dog. Yeah, he's like a rabid dog right now. Look at him.
Well, at least one thing I can say about Brian Lawler, he's totally focusing all of his attention and his energy toward Curt Hennig, as opposed to worrying about what his girlfriend April's doing out here on the arena floor, sitting in the chair next to us.
Well, it would be suicide if he didn't. I mean, let's face it. Look at him there. Oh, man, what a smash to the face.
Smart move by Jarrett. Able to get the elbow up as Syxx-Pac came running into the corner and now turns things over to the fresh man, Brian Lawler.
I'll tell you what, man, the crowd loves to hate. Actually, you got three of them right there.
I don't think that puts Brian Lawler in any exclusive fraternity. You have Ron Killings and Jeff Jarrett as his tag partners.
Good point.
The knife edge chops by Syxx-Pac lead to that shot into the corner. And then Lawler answers with a very powerful power slam.
You know, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you right now, Brian Lawler just fed on the wrath from the crowd here tonight. You can see it just building inside of him. It's a more focused Brian Lawler than I've ever seen.
So in your mind, the hatred from the fans, as well as looking across the ring and seeing Hennig, BG James, and Syxx-Pac, is added to his concentration level. Killings went airborne that time, off the ropes, did not connect with Syxx-Pac, who turns things over to BG James.
What's that do, Mike, to your psyche if you're on the one side and all of a sudden you've got a partner that you don't expect, you have no idea who it is,
That's
and all
really
of a sudden,
the key.
You've just got to get right in and figure it out.
Right, especially in terms of preparation, the pre-match preparation and strategy. That goes out the window because you don't know who to prepare for, as we see the former tag team of BG James and Ron the Drew Killings, and they've documented very well their history in the World Wrestling Federation over the course of the past couple of weeks here on NWA TNA. The two former tag team partners now facing each other one-on-one, but you make a great point about that mental aspect of the match and not being able to prepare. You talk about throwing the X factor out there in someone like Curt Hennig. It just totally takes you out of your game. Great moves by Killings, the NWA champ.
Oh, man.
With authority, the axe kick to the back of the head of BG James.
I mean, yeah, he scared me a little bit ago and got in my face, but I'll tell you, he is one of the most impressive wrestlers I've ever seen. I mean, you look at the physique and just the look and the determination, not to mention the skill.
And he performs all of his offensive moves with that little bit of extra flair, those unorthodox tactics that also make it difficult for the opposition to scout him as he turns things over now to Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett comes in immediately on the offensive on BG James.
No love between these two, Mike. No love at all. These guys have been wanting each other for the last 3 weeks, and now they've got it finally straight up in the ring in this six-man grudge match. And it is a grudge match. That's the best way to describe it.
Especially when you consider what went down at the conclusion of last week's NWA TNA program with Jarrett, Killings, and Lawler just absolutely destroying the opposition. This is their chance for revenge.
And that was the point I was trying to make earlier when the truth was going on about it. You know, him getting bummed out. I mean, I just thought about a week ago when he ran out right in the middle of nowhere
We make a great point.
and attacked Syxx-Pac and BG
In
James.
other words, it isn't a one-way street
No.
as far as Ron the Truth Killings is concerned. Yes, he's been on the receiving end of some beatings, but he's certainly also done what we saw last Wednesday night on this program when he came out and put a real hurting on Syxx-Pac, BG James and company. Well, Lawler has gained the advantage for his team at the expense of BG James and turns things over to Jarrett, who telegraphed the back body drop.
Oh!
Took a boot in the mouth and then a clothesline off the ropes. Important at this point for BG James to make his way to the corner. Get one of the fresh men in. Both Hennig and Syxx-Pac trying to reach over the ring ropes, trying to motion for him to come to the corner.
You know, I've noticed when Jarrett and BG James are in the ring, you can feel just a little bit more tension between the two. I mean, there's a real hatred there. Oh!
Syxx-Pac, fresh man in. Jarrett able to turn things around here, sends him off into the ring. Spinning heel kick was on target.
Syxx-Pac is so much like the Truth. They can go either division.
Oh!
X division, heavyweight division, they can do it all. Oh,
And he just did it all. Crossbody off the top. 2 count. Well, first he took out Killing, sent him to the floor. Went for the crossbody on Jarrett, and then he avoided the offensive move by Brian Lawler. Did you just say Syxx-Pac does it all? Because he just did it all.
All three, Baba!
Well, went for the Bronco Buster in the corner, and that was the sudden stop applied by Jeff Jarrett as he was able to extend the leg.
There's no substitute for the experience of somebody like Jeff Jarrett to know that was coming. I mean, he's had it happen to him in the last couple weeks. Syxx-Pac spun the Bronco Buster on him. He was ready that time, Mike.
Killings goes for the kill quickly and gets a 2 count on Syxx-Pac. Right back to the offensive. Scoops him up. And a running power slam. Quickly up to his feet. All in one fluid movement. Turns things over to Brian Lawler.
I'll tell you what, they need to get Hennig back in there. He's the freshest right now because Lawler and the Truth just seem so sharp. And of course, the experience of Jeff Jarrett, you can never have any substitute for that.
And listen to this crowd on hand here at the TNA Asylum. It's standing room only once again as we look around the asylum. Every seat is filled. They're 5 or 6 deep around ringside standing.
And this is how he started it off. Think about it. The headliner right off the bat. Oh, man.
High vertical suplex takeover. Jarrett for the cover. Hennig in to make the save.
You know what? I love when I see it because it's turnabout fair play. Because if anybody ever goes dirty out there in the ring, it's Lawler, the Truth, and Jeff Jarrett. So when you see it happen back to them, it's just their just rewards.
And great to see how quickly Hennig was able to get into the ring, break up the pinfall attempt when you consider that, well, basically they're a new team. Hennig being the mystery partner for BG James and Syxx-Pac in this opening match on NWA TNA. We talk about total non-stop action each and every Wednesday night exclusively on pay-per-view. And ladies and gentlemen, this is prime example number 1. Killings the cover, hook the leg, referee Charles down, and only a 2 count before Syxx-Pac is able to extend the leg across that bottom ring rope and get the rope break. And look at Killings get right in the face of the official.
Mike, you made an incredible point there about, you know, having a new partner. But if you're going to grab a new partner, somebody that you're going to wrestle for in WTNA, you've got to get somebody with the experience of a Curt Hennig.
Oh, and someone as established as Curt Hennig with everything that he's accomplished as we ran down his resume earlier, incredibly impressive.
Oh, man. Lawler applying the submissive hold right there.
The reverse chin lock by Lawler.
He's not been distracted by April once.
You're right, ever since the opening bell, ever since we started this match, as the fans around ringside and actually all throughout the TNA Asylum, with the Jerry's Kid count and the chant to, well, the son of Jerry the King Lawler, Brian Lawler.
Well, it's obvious Jeff Jarrett and the Truth are keeping Brian focused because he has he always seems to lose his focus, and he's got such incredible ability. He's got to keep his emotions. Oh, baby!
Perfect counter that time by Syxx-Pac. Able to come off the ropes and in one movement take him down with his variation of the powerbomb. Hennig And James from the corner extending their hands, extending their arms, and there it is. Tag is into Hennig, and Hennig cleans house. Down goes Jarrett first, then Killings, then Lawler.
Man alive!
He's got a right hand for each one of them.
He is slamming everybody, one right after another. And Jarrett and BG James just... Jarrett smashed by BG James over in the corner. Oh! They've taken their fight out of the ring, Mike.
Look at this BG James with the steel chair on Jeff Jarrett. They go up the entrance ramp, and look at that, they went right outside of camera range, right into the backstage area.
They're not even out here anymore. Like I said, this grudge match has gone beyond what a match should be. I mean, it is just win at all costs.
Yeah, so reminiscent of that brawl that they had last week in the four-man tag that went all over the building here at the TNA Asylum. And Hennig in trouble after the low blow, and let's see if Brian Lawler can take advantage. Up on top. High-risk move on the way.
Focused. He's got to keep us focused. Oh, and he did.
Hip-hop drop off the top, two. Saved by Syxx-Pac.
Oh, I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Hennig barely getting over the corner of the ring.
Again, great to see how Syxx-Pac came in and saved Hennig. Talked about that teamwork. Oh, Hennig is just amazing. But that time he was ready.
Syxx-Pac has been so impressive from day one that he came.
1, 2. Whoa, what is that? That's Lawler pulling referee Rudy Charles out of the ring. They just stick the referee.
We know. I'm sorry, there is just no place for that. There's got to be something done about that.
And look at Syxx-Pac immediately out to put it to Brian Lawler on the floor. Referee's out. We don't have an official out here.
No, I mean, he is totally out cold. And Brian Lawler just literally...
BG James and Jeff Jarrett battling in the... Wait a minute. It's that masked man with the white outfit again. What does it say on his back? It says something. It says Mr. Wrestling 3.
Mr. Wrestling 3.
Powerbomb on Killings, and he immediately scoots out of the ring. Mr. Wrestling 3.
I mean, what in the world just happened, Mike?
And then he's just as soon as he hits, he's hit. Wait a minute. Hennig Plex.
It's over.
The winners of the match, Syxx-Pac, Curt, Hennig, and BG James.
What just happened?
I mean, Mr. Wrestling 3, we know Mr. Wrestling 1, Mr. Wrestling 2, two of the most famous masked wrestlers of all time. Oh my, wait a minute, I'm getting worried that Goldie had, let's send it to Goldie right now in the back if we can. Something's going down.
Okay. Brian, are you okay? Brian, are you okay?
Well, obviously their rumble they took backstage has resulted in... I mean, you saw him drop that pipe.
There was a pipe. BG James out.
He's out.
Did Jeff Jarrett hit him?